Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff I Never Told You, production of iHeartRadio.
And welcome to another activist around the world. And I was informed this weekend by a good poet friend of mine, yes, local Atlanta poet, Nate. Shout out to Nate. That is National Poetry Appreciation Month, which I did not know. Y'all, we try to keep up with all the things, but sometimes there's a lot of things at the same time. But because it is National Poetry Appreciation Month, we wanted to highlight a poet who came across my FYP on TikTok. I thought she was based out of Atlanta, but she's actually based out of Florida. And we wanted to take some time to celebrate her work and her amazing book, Shantasha Naomi Laing. Here's a bit of information from her site, shantashalang.com. Meet Shantasha Naomi Laing, author of Not a Monolith, Poems and Musings of a Black Woman, her debut poetry book. Shantasha Naomi Laing was born in Brampton, Canada, but primarily raised in Orlando, Florida. Shantasha is the eldest of 6 children, grew up in a Jamaican household, surrounded by many matriarchs in her youth. She moved several times during her childhood, attending 16 schools, K through 8th grade, which attributed to her adaptability. Dang. Shantasha takes pride in being a daughter, granddaughter, niece, friend, confidant, and above all, the eldest sister and bonus mom. Shantasha graduated from the University of Florida, where she obtained a bachelor's degree in health science, while her diploma currently collects dust in the closet at her home in Tampa. I appreciate that. I just found my degree just out and about. I was like, I probably should put that somewhere. And yes, we actually purchased her book. Really loved what she was giving. She read some bits off of it on her TikTok page. And I was like, yeah, must have this. She also signed copies. I got the signed copy because, I wanted the special. So this is a little bit from her book where she thanks the reader. Again, the book is called Not a Monolith, Poems and Musings of a Black Woman. She writes, "Dear reader, thank you and welcome to Not a Monolith. This project revealed itself sometime in early 2020, both in the quiet and the madness of that year. As the death toll steadily climbed in the forefront of lives while the battle for Black lives was being broadcast for all to see, I became enraged at the world around me. I returned to what I've always known, writing. Whether it be diary entries, essays, stories, and eventually poems, the written word has always allowed me to center myself. Over the next 3 years, I would struggle with depression, anxiety, and general dissatisfaction with the state of the world, like millions of others. I took many hiatuses while creating this project and thought this idea might never materialize. But I knew I had to publish this work as it firmly planted itself in my psyche. Not a day could pass without me thinking about Not a Monolith. The intention behind Not a Monolith is to express an authentic range of life experiences through the cultural lens of a Black woman. Throughout these 4 sections, my hope is that you discover relatable stories. I dream that Not a Monolith, Poems and Musings of the Black Woman contributes to the greater phenomenon we found ourselves in again as a Black Renaissance. With love, Shantasha Naomi Laing." And yes, I think she does a fantastic job in that. And with that, I thought we would take some time to read a couple, because obviously we need you to buy this book. We're just going to give you teasers of what poems really spoke to us. So Anney, did you pick out one for us?
I did. And just to explain a little bit more, it is split into sections that are kind of based on emotions or themes. It was tough to pick out one. I had a couple of final contenders, but I did choose one that's a little sad. And also the length varies pretty widely too, which I like. But this one is called "Make a Safe Space for Us." You declare protection, yet it is us who are left cowering in the streets, left to live with the PTSD of all the women before and all the women who will tragically befriend the wrong man, walk down a wrong path, drink the wrong drink, wear the wrong dress, say the wrong thing. And will it be you that makes it right? Will it be you who holds friends accountable, or is it all pageantry?
It is a little sad. That's deep questions. Deep questions.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ones that I picked out is called The Breaking Point, which she did feature on one of her videos on TikTok, which was like, yes, I need this. So I thought I would do it too. The Breaking Point. Be free. The alternative is lethal. There's so much more. Cultural, philosophy, curiosity is waiting on us. How much longer can we endure this continued imprisonment? Among the tortured who realized this is not living. We've been drowning for so long, been trapped for so long. Hear them whispering, please rest. And I thought she also has these little musings on here. And this one really spoke to me because I understood it. It says, it's musings number 16, this or that. And it's, am I depressed or is it these birth control side effects?
Yes.
It's so real. It's so real. And I was like, no, really, what is wrong with me? Is it because of this or is it because of the pills that I'm having to take?
Mm-hmm.
And then one other one is, they shall appear. Sometimes we forget the power of our own tongue. How many times have we spoken life into the unknown, forged certainty from the uncertain? Our tongue, a tool of unimaginable influence, a weapon to yield brilliantly. I thought that was very powerful. And obviously that's what she's doing with this book. Again, I think it's really worth investing in with like poets who are trying to create their brand, who are writing things that are beautiful and needed in this time of darkness. As a person from the South, as a person from Florida, I understand the depth of pain. Like there's a whole different level of pain coming from areas like this, which seem to really, really, really want to deepen the divide, especially when it comes to people of color, especially when it comes to Black women, especially when it comes to the marginalized community, and having these moments to being able to center yourself is difficult. So we wanted to celebrate Laing's work. So you can find her on her site, shantashalang.com, which is ShantashaLiing.com. We can find her book, her debut book, which is amazing, with all of her poetry. You can read stories from her own life about her travels, how she came upon writing this book, the process. Again, one of the posts is Origins: How My Year in China Resparked My Poetry, which is a fantastic an insight about her poetry and about how she came about it. So I think it's really interesting and really important that we do have more and more voices out there, and that we are listening to these voices, and that we are uplifting these voices by buying and purchasing and supporting them, as well as she's saying to review. I haven't done that yet, so I need to go find somewhere to review. I think since I bought it through the TikTok shop, one of the few purchases that I've ever done on TikTok. I've been making fun of my partner who buys a lot from TikTok, but this is one of the few purchases that I had found that I was like, yes, this is a Christmas present for both Anney and I. So very excited. But you should take time to go and check it out. The cover art is really, really beautiful too. And that was actually done by Chelsea Simone. And it's beautiful artwork. So take some time, go check her out, go buy this book, and then let us know what you think, and as well as what your favorite poem is.
Yes, because you know we love poetry over here. So let us know. Recommendations also welcome.
Yes.
Well, you can email us at hello@stuffmonevertoldyou.com, or you can find us on Blue Sky at Momstuff Podcast, or on Instagram and TikTok at Stuff Mom Never Told You. We're also on YouTube. We have a TeePublic store, and we have a book you can get wherever you get your books. Thanks, as always, to our super producer, Christina, our executive producer, Maya, and our contributor, Joey.
Thank you.
And thanks to you for listening. Stuff I Never Told You is a production by iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, you can check out the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.